Across the South Coast, live from Solent University, you're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 3 o'clock, I'm Toby Chapman and these are your Solent Sports News headlines. The escalating conflict in the Middle East is causing disruption on global sport, impeding the competitors, organisers and fans. We have sports correspondent Yuvraj Malhotra in the studio with us today, and he has been following how the conflict has been impacting sport.
Thank you, Toby. 3 Hampshire cricketers are stranded in the UAE. Their involvement with the England Lions meant they were in Abu Dhabi to their Pakistan counterparts in a one-day series. Now, their match on Sunday was called off because of the conflict. But I did reach out to Hampshire fast bowler Sonny Baker, but he responded that the players have been advised not to speak to the media. Then I went to approach the digital editor of the cricketers, Nick Howson, who gave an insightful update on the current situation.
Clearly a distressing situation for a group of players who are just merely there to play cricket midway through that tour. We reported yesterday that they were very much housed up in their hotel and very much sort of responding to events. That said, hopefully there'll be a sort of a de-escalation and they can either make their way home or they can continue that tour, whether that be where they're currently situated or elsewhere. I guess all we hope is that whatever happens is that the right decisions are made.
In the football side of things, England women's manager Sarina Wiegman says there are no safety concerns ahead of their match against Ukraine. Their Women's World Cup qualifier tomorrow night is being played in Turkey due to the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. But Turkey's proximity to the Middle East has provided further security worries for Wiegman's side.
Of course, you're concerned about what's happening in the world. That's not nice, and you don't want war, do you? There's close contact, and we keep an eye on that. And when we think, or our government thinks that's not safe, then we'll go back. At this moment, we don't have signals of that.
Travel chaos has hit the start of the Formula One season. Drivers and key personnel based in Europe have had to rearrange flights due to original routes through Qatar and the UAE being affected. However, the organisers of the Australian Grand Prix are confident there will be no impact on the opening race. Despite this being said for the weekend's race, today's wet tyre practice was cancelled due to US-Iran war. USA are one of the 3 main hosts of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. This weekend's strike have added further doubt to Iran's involvement in the competition this summer. If they weren't to be involved, I would say Iraq or the UAE would be favourites to step in, despite their proximity to the conflict zones.
Thank you, Yuvraj. Yuvraj will be back with us for further updates at our 4 o'clock bulletin. Outside of the conflict, it's knockout time in the T20 World Cup in India. England go up against the hosts once again. This will be their 3rd consecutive T20 World Cup semi-final match between the two giants. The Telegraph's Will McPherson gave us an insight into the big clash.
I see India as massive favourites for this game. It's not to say England can't win. They obviously the victory in Adelaide in 2022 was a really famous England victory, which won't be forgotten. But as with the game in Guyana in 24, these conditions, I just fancy India to have the tools to be too good for England.
Southampton manager Tonda Eckhart says we need to keep this going if they want to overcome Fulham in their FA Cup clash this weekend. The Saints boss was pleased with his side's display in their 3-1 championship win against Sheffield Wednesday. Eastleigh FC's interim manager Richard Hill will look to avenge their weekend defeat when they take on Basingstoke tomorrow. This will be his 3rd game in charge. The second match saw his side fall 2-1 to Carlisle. To the Premier League, interim manager of Tottenham, Igor Tudor, left nobody in any doubt over his thoughts about Fulham's opening goal in Sunday's defeat to Fulham. Tudor accused Raul Jimenez of cheating before Harry Wilson swept home.
He take advantage, not thinking about football. He was not thinking about ball. He was thinking how to cheat. So he cheated the player with pushing, and they scored the goal. So it's a logic. It's a cheating, and there's the foul.
The defeat has deepened Tottenham's relegation fears. That's all from us this hour. I'll be back in an hour's time for our final show of the day. Be sure to keep updated with all of our news 24 hours a day on our website solentsportsnews.com.